work on pre-workout stretching, post-workout stretching, as well as foam rolling, because I know a lot of y'all had a lot of questions about this. So for starters, we're going to do pre-workout stuff. Remember with pre-workout stretching that you don't want to just be stationary like toe touches and things like that, because the muscles are cold and that'll actually make them tighter rather than loosening them up. What you want to do is things like Frankensteins, hip circles. So you can do this on both legs. That's really good for your hips. Arm circles. Y'all can join in if you'd like to with these things. And then you'll do trunk rotations to loosen up your low back and mid back. Another good one to do is neck rolls. So start like you're bringing your ear to your shoulder. Go nice and slow. And only go about 10 on the front. And after you get through 10 here, you'll come back and do the same thing on the back half of your neck, okay? Another important thing to always warm up before you work out, a lot of people forget, is your wrists and your ankles. For those, I normally do these exercises called CARs, which is controlled articular rotation. So what you'll do, I'll watch out for this. Hold on right below your wrist. You'll act like you have a laser pointer on the knuckle for your pointer finger. Go nice and slow all the way through the circle. A lot of you will notice that your body like tries to go quickly through one area, like mine is when I get to this portion, just because my wrist doesn't like that way, but really slow it down and focus on getting all the way through the circle there, okay? You'll do 10 of these on each wrist, and then you can sit down and do the same thing with your ankles. So nice and slow all the way through your circles on your CARs exercises. And a few other things that you can do pre-workout is like power skips and things like that. Power skip, you're running and you're jumping, and that just gets more movement in your hips for you. And that's pretty much all you need to know pre-workout. Post-workout, you can do more of the static stretches, like for your legs and your hamstrings, you can do things like toe touches. So you'll go straight down. All of these you need to hold for 30 seconds. So straight down toe touches, and then you can go wider with it. I hang my arms like this, so I'm letting my whole body weight pull me down rather than like pushing myself up on my arms like so. So hang down into it, and you can start out on the left side, hold over here for 30 seconds. You'll feel this a lot in your medial hamstring. Come to the middle, you'll feel that straight down the middle of your hamstrings, and then same on the opposite side, okay? So those are good ones for your legs. A lot of people have a lot of questions about upper body stretching, because I know that's something that isn't normal for most people and it's kind of harder to do. But there's a lot of good things to do, like for your shoulders if you really tighten your pecs. One good one is you can find a door frame or a wall, or I'll use this. Put your palm flat on the wall, and then you'll rotate away from it, and you'll feel a nice deep stretch through your pec, okay? One that a lot of people have issues with is right between your shoulder blades. This is where your rhomboids live. They help pull back your shoulders through your shoulder decelerators. I'm going to use the TRX, but you can use a door frame or anything like that. You'll hold on to it above your head, squat down into it, and just kind of let yourself hang a little bit, and you'll feel a nice deep stretch between your shoulder blades, okay? All right, so there's a few post-workout stretches, and now we'll get into foam rolling. What's something that all of my lovely people over here want to learn about foam rolling? Everybody pick something.
Is there a good foam roller stretch for your quads?
Yes.
And hip flexors.
Okay, Kristen. Quads and hip flexors. You're going to want to have one leg in front of the foam roller and one leg behind. The back leg is straight, like you're laying it on the foam roller, like so. And it kind of looks like you're doing like a deep lunge. And you'll use this leg to push you back as well as this arm, and then come forward. One really important thing with foam rolling is you only want to do a couple passes in each area. So I'll do 2 or 3 here, and then I'll go more into my hamstring where I'll bring my leg, keep it here, but I rotated my back leg onto the side more, and I'll roll across kind of my IT band a little bit for a couple seconds. After you your IT band, to get hamstrings, roll over towards the back. Put this leg, you'll more so use your heel to drive you this time. Couple passes here. And then to get the inside of your quad, I'll do this leg so you can see what I'm doing. Get this leg up in front of the foam roller, and then you'll have the inside of your quad resting on it, and you'll just kind of roll across it. Don't sit on any spot, because if you sit on it too long, it's probably going to tighten down on you more than it was. Okay? What else would y'all like to focus on today?
Upper back.
Upper back, okay. So you can't really do passes and roll over your upper back because there's not that much tissue there. One thing that's really good if you feel really tight and jammed is called a T-spine mobilization. With that one, what you'll do is you'll sit with your foam roller going a long ways behind you. Get it right below the bottom of your shoulder blades. Cross your arms over your chest. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, bring your head towards the floor, okay? And you'll do a couple of these, so you'll bring it up a little higher. Do the same thing again. And then you can go up one click higher and keep on going with that, okay? And that really loosens everything up through here, because a lot of times when you feel jammed in your upper back, it's generally your T-spine that's tightening down to you, okay? What else y'all got for me?
Lower back.
Lower back, we don't do that as much with the foam roller. What you'll do with that is kind of, one of my favorites to do is get into child's pose. So get your legs a little wider. You'll sit back like you're trying to bring your butt towards your heels. Reach down and out in front of you. And for you, like your issue is your erectors, what you'll want to do is you'll walk your hands to each side and hold it there for about 30 seconds. And then you'll walk it the opposite way. This gets into your erectors and your lats, okay? What else do y'all have for me? Anything else? I know there was the pec opener and glutes. So first I'll do the pec opener stretch. This is another way to loosen up if you're feeling tight through your chest. What you'll do is you'll have the foam roller going straight up your back. Have your feet flat on the ground. Make sure your head's resting on the foam roller. You'll have your arms in like a touchdown position. And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna lay here and kind of let yourself kind of melt into the floor a little bit and watch. The longer you hold it, the closer your hands will start to get to the ground. And you'll feel a nice deep stretch in the front of your chest, okay? The next thing we will do is glutes. For glutes, what you'll do is I'm gonna stretch my right side. So I'll cross my left leg over like so. To get glute mid means to the outside of your hip. You'll kind of rotate over so your left side is off the foam roller. And you'll just sit here, roll through a couple passes, okay? And then sit with both hips down to get glute max. Roll through here, all right? And then you'll flip over to the other side and cross and roll, okay? Anything else y'all want?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
So there's a bunch of different kinds of foam
Okay.
rollers,
Yes.
and so how do you know what you need?
The best kind of foam roller, in my opinion, you want them about this thick, because this thickness gets you a little higher off the ground, especially like T-spine mobilization, so there's more uses for it. The longer ones, like this length, are easier to use, but you want to get them really firm, because if you don't get them as firm, then you're kind of just like sinking into it and it's really not getting into the areas that you need it to. I like these. This is more like for trigger points, so if you have like really knotted areas, that can help with this. But very smooth foam rollers are my favorite overall. I think you can use them for more things than you would be able to just this one, okay? Any other questions or anything else?
One more.
Okay.
Is there any body part you shouldn't foam roll?
There's a few that you should not sit on for long periods of time. Obviously, you don't want to do your abs, because that's just not a good idea. And you don't want to do the upper part of your neck, because a lot of times people will sit there and then their neck will lock down on them and you'll get migraines. Don't mess with your neck, don't mess with your core. Legs and arms, you can do arms. I would suggest like a hand roller, like they call them the stick. And it looks like a PVC pipe that's been cut up and stuck on another stick. I don't have one here, I'd show you guys. Using that for upper body, I suggest more so than this type of roller, but you can definitely roll like your biceps and triceps on here as well. Anything else, guys? All right, that's it for today.